Welcome to Orlando, Florida, the vacation capital of the world, but no time to take a vacation today. The stadium is rocking, the bounce house, as the UCF Knights are ready to open another season. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Knights have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That is not how you drew it up offensively. You want to come out, get some things established, get your quarterback in a rhythm, get the positive mojo going. The opposite just happened. Just made a big mistake. Now you just created so much momentum for the other team. Defense, please come and bail me out.
The Knights want to move quickly. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled, but he has a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Complete downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. This offense has a 2nd down play. They want to just keep throwing it. On the run, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun.
And he's still running after the move. Off he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Number 30 in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good.
Kick is good. That ties the game.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down.
At the 15. And your UCF Knights will take over. First and 10.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Trying to find his man on first down. He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Knights.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
UCF 14, South Carolina 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Knocked off his feet.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now on second down. Lee takes to the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Floating away. Fires on the move. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? The ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take off. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, doing the making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. It's complete on the right side. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
Lee to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Uncorks it. It's caught downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Wide out in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Pulls it in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Lee takes to the air. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Direct snap. Got the 1st down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Throwing right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 15. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
14 on the play. Brings up second down.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Going to the run to start this second half. He breaks a tackle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Still on his feet at the 45. He now has 91 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Quarterback will audible. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got an open man. ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds him out of the backfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. No huddle offense to the line. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Coffee.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Give to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
South Carolina, number 30, with the grab and the score.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14.
That makes the score.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Knights! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for a deep man. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Lead a throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And first down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
Pickup of 13. And that's good enough for a first down.
First down to start the drive after the break. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Coffee. Open runway ahead. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
South Carolina.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They'll try to run it in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The Knights get the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Baylor. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Lee takes to the air. Quickly complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Knights. And the pummeling has started.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't.
And he grabs it at the 15. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Brings it down on the right side. All kinds of running room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game.